This integrated multipurpose monitor serves up the patient's vital signs, along with advanced clinical measurements, including Masimo's non-invasive SpHb and Pleth Variability Index. Philips. Variability Index. Philips.
Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Philips.
Good morning. Hope everybody had a good morning. We're ready to begin. Okay, today we're doing property transfer. Don't worry about calculations, Reggie. If your screen is not clear, make sure you change to 720 HD. Okay, so make sure you guys do that. All right, so total property transfer. So what is a deed? What is a deed? What do you guys think? What's a deed? What is a deed? Who knows? The deed is evidence of a transfer. Good. What's the difference between a special warranty deed and a general warranty deed? What is the difference between a special warranty deed and a general warranty deed? What do you guys think? Okay, a special warranty deed covers for the duration of the previous owner. A general warranty deed covers for the entire life of the property. And a quitclaim deed covers what? What do you think a quitclaim deed covers? Nothing. A quitclaim deed's immediate transfer. Immediate transfer. Good. And what is a bill of sale used for? What do you guys think? What is a bill of sale used for? What is a bill of sale? Bill of sales for personal property. Good. Okay, first question on the board. All the following will be added to the original cost basis of property to arrive at an adjusted basis for federal income tax purpose except A, mortgage payments, B, brokerage commission, C, cost of improvement, or D, random acquisition of expenses. What do you guys think? The answer is A, mortgage payments. Okay, Robert often refers to tax shelters in discussing properties. Robert's primarily referring to A, interest income, B, mortgage relief, C, income taxes, or D, real property taxes. Okay, answer C, income tax. Tax shelters have to do with income taxes. You guys ever heard of a 1031 tax deferred exchange? Who's heard of that? You guys ever heard of a 1031 tax deferred exchange? What's that about? What's a 1031 tax deferred exchange? So what do you guys think? So when you exchange property of like kind, that sounds fancy, but what is it like? If you're explaining it to a new person in real estate, like one of your clients, 1031 tax deferred exchange are for the whole country, EVAR. So EVAR, the boneless, has this for Texas. 1031 tax deferred exchange is a federal thing, so everybody needs to know it, no matter what state you're in. So basically, when you sell your property, you take the money from the property and you put it into another one. If you do that, you will not get taxed on the sale of the original property. Does everybody get that? So you take the property, the money from the property, you sell it. Okay, obviously you sold it if you got the money. All right, and you take that money and you put it into another property. It's called 1031 tax deferred exchange. Some of you guys are writing 180 and 45, and that's great. That's because you have 45 days to identify that other property. And you have 180 days to get that money into the other property and close the deal. Okay? All right, so you have 45 days to identify and 180 to close the deal. Yes, Lauren, I know. Okay, so that's a 1031 tax deferred exchange. Eventually, you would have to pay. Yeah, you got to get that money from the old property into the new one within the 180 days, Victor. For federal income tax purposes, a taxpayer could adjust the cost basis of his personal residence for which of the following items: A, interest on a loan; B, the addition of a concrete patio; C, fire insurance premiums made; or D, depreciation. The answer is B, the addition of a concrete patio. That adjusts the cost basis of the property, the original cost for it to build the property. As one of the qualifications for depreciation deduction, excuse me, guys, I apologize. As one of the qualifications for a depreciation deduction for income tax purposes, the real property must be A, improved; B, personal residence; C, unencumbered; or D, encumbered. What do you guys think? The answer is A, improved. Oh, the California State Specific Study Group. Yeah, so you guys are in California. Arthur started a California State Specific Study Group because we found our real estate exam study group, which is shocking, got so large, it's pushing over 10,000 people, which is awesome, which is a testament to you guys for helping each other prepare and study. And we're going to start rolling out state-specific study groups if we see there's a lot of interaction from that state. So if there's a lot of interaction from a certain state, like there was from California, then we're going to start rolling out different study groups for different states. Obviously, if there's only like 2 people from a state like North Dakota or something like that, then we're not going to roll out a study group for that because it's not going to have much interaction for a group if there's only 2 people using it. The groups only work when there's a lot of people using it. All right, so we'll look into Georgia and all the rest of them. But like I said, we're only starting groups when there's a lot of interaction from that state. Okay, so it all depends on numbers. But those guys who don't have a state study group, please use our PrepAgent real estate study groups. It's still very helpful. You'll still see people from your state. All right, but I hope you guys understand that if there's not a lot of people from that state, there's no point in having a study group, because that study group will be like a ghost town. And it won't be fun, and then the people are there won't want to use it anymore, etc., etc. Okay. Sam owned a triplex valued at $160,000 with an adjusted basis of $70,000. King owned a duplex valued at $155,000. Both properties were owned free and clear. They exchanged their property with King, giving Sam $5,000 in cash for federal income tax purposes. A, both will be taxed on difference between the value and the basis. B, neither has been a taxable gain. C, King has a taxable gain. Or D, Sam has a recognized gain. Some of you guys asked for that group. Just send us an email and we'll send you back the link. Just email us through the website and we'll send you back a link with that group. Okay, D, Sam has a recognized gain. Ooh, looks like people like this state-specific group. But guys, don't ignore the PrepAgent Real Estate Exam Study Group either, because there's still a lot of great things you can learn from other people from other states and learn about them. And you guys are, for the most part, all studying for the same concepts. I want everybody to remember that. I mean, most of what you guys learn apply to every state, like it's federal law, which is how I do these webinars. So I'm very aware of that. So do not ignore the PrepAgent Real Estate Exam Study Group, because you'll see a lot of great people giving great tips on how to learn concepts that we all need to know. Okay. We do not have a New Jersey group yet. This is one of the bummers of being from a small state. Okay, which of the following were not subject to property tax? A, vacant land in unincorporated area of the country. B, possessory interests of lessee in tax-exempt public properties, such as lessee on oil and gas properties. C, intangible personal property. Or D, mobile home property installed on a permanent foundation. C, intangible personal property. By the way, don't forget that in 45 minutes, I'm going to do the Agent School webinar on LinkedIn. Okay, so make sure you guys attend that. Just look up in YouTube Agent School. I'll type it into the chat. Okay, LP, no reason to yell. Possession of interest, lessee in tax-exempt public properties, such as lessee on oil and gas, because that's real property, so that'd be subject to property tax. whereas intangible personal property is nothing tangible, so it's not subject to the same tax codes. Okay, the seller conveyed a quitclaim deed to the buyer. Upon receipt of the deed, the buyer made certain that it's okay. Just when I see capitals, I think, oh my God, they're yelling. It's okay. High five to you. Okay, A, the buyer now owns the property subject to certain claims of the seller. B, all the seller's interest in the property belong to the buyer. C, there are no encumbrances against the property. Or D, the seller owns the property. Okay, we went over a quitclaim deed before as immediate release. When would you use a quitclaim deed? When would you guys use a quitclaim deed? When do you guys think you use a quitclaim deed? Okay, quitclaim deed represents immediate transfer. So it'd be with family or somebody you trust. I mean, you use the example of family because you trust them, but really it's somebody you trust because when you receive that property from them, there could be problems with it and you take on those problems. So you have to be trusting that the person you're doing this with will be able to help you out. So in divorce, you're aware of the problems already because you live there. So when it gets signed over to you, you're fully aware of everything involved with the property. Which of the following is a means of transferring title from one party to another? A deed, B, a title search, C, a title insurance, or D, an abstract of title? And the answer is A, a deed. What is the opposite of alienation? A, hypothecation, B, subordination, C, acquisition, or D, subrogation? Okay, alienates to get rid of something, so acquisitions to bring it in. Recorded title to a parcel of real property was vested in Jill Martinez, a single woman. After her marriage to Josh Cohen, she executed a deed to the property only named as Jill Cohen, a married woman. The discrepancy in the grantor's name: A, a defect which could cause separate property of both spouses to become joint tenancy property. B, cured after the deal is on a freehold for 1 year. C, a defect which may cause a cloud on the title. Or D, immaterial as long as the property is adequately described. And the answer is C, a defect which may cause a cloud on the title. I don't know if you guys saw, but on the YouTube channel, I did a interview with Shannon, who passed the exam yesterday. You guys can check that out if you want. The audio and video wasn't as good as I would have liked, but still, maybe helpful to you guys. If not, no hard feelings. I would recommend you check it out. Intestate succession occurs when A, the deceased leaves only a holographic will. B, there is a will. C, there is no will. Or D, not all the heirs are named in the form of will. Yes, you did, Ivar. Okay, intestate, and there's no will. What happens when you die intestate? What does the government do? What do you guys think? It is cheats to the state. Good, it's cheat. Probate's the process of distributing the assets of the deceased. Escheat is the process of the state taking it over. Okay, just so we're clear there on the difference. Okay, what are the other three government powers besides escheat? What do you guys think? Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. The lease pendens, A, only affects title to real property if the owner is not party to the lawsuit. B, may affect title to real property based on the results of the lawsuit. C, can be recorded no matter what type of lawsuit it is. Or D, can only be removed from the public records by a court order. The answer is B. So lease pendens is Latin for what? What's a lease pendens Latin for, guys? Lawsuit pending. Good job, Joshua Johnson. It's Latin for lawsuit pending. Pending litigation. You could also have said that if you want. Pending litigation. Lauren, freehold just means you have the right of ownership of property. In order from a court to designate official to sell a property in order to pay a judgment is called A, a writ of execution, B, a foreclosure, C, an attachment, or D, a deficiency judgment. So Amanda, yeah, less than freehold is possession without ownership. Okay, the answer is A, writ of execution. An attachment is an encumbrance that goes along with the property, which could take many forms. In the making the decision of whether or not to issue a title policy, the title insurance company would be most concerned with those documents that appear within the A, title report, B, title guaranteed, C, chain of title, or D, title search. And the answer is C, chain of title. So Mary, make sure you change your settings to 720 HD if the screen is not clear. Go to the settings on the bottom and change it to 720 HD. Okay, Ann, I'll post that. Thank you. So chain of title is the history of ownership, Ashley. So you got to make sure the previous owners actually own the property. The title insurance company officially would have known that an abstracted title is a closing statement from the title insurance company, B, standard from that is used in the industry, C, written summary of documents relating to the title of the property, or D, clause that describes the land. Hi, Tiffany. Okay, written summary of documents relating to the title of the company. So Amanda, abstract's a summary. A chain is more specific than that. That's the history of ownership. Whereas the abstract incorporates a lot of different things. A buyer would want which of the following removed from a preliminary title report? A, quitclaim deed. B, an appurtenant easement over adjacent property. C, CC&Rs. Or D, mechanic's lien. You're welcome, Tiffany. Okay, the answer is D, a mechanic's lien. What's a mechanic's lien? Anybody know? What's a mechanic's lien? CC&Rs is covenants, conditions, and rules and regulations. They are things that go along with condominium ownership. Okay, a mechanic's lien is when somebody did work on your property did not get paid. It is a specific lien, which means they can only take your property. Most buyers of real property select which of the following types of policies in title insurance? A, leasehold policy to protect against the rights of the tenants. B, an ALTA policy. C, a standard policy. Or D, a certificate of title. Okay, C, a standard policy. Tiffany Alta is an American Land Title Association, so it's mostly used by lenders. Although title insurance policies does cover the risk of loss for many reasons, which of the following risk is not covered in a title insurance policy? A, failure of husband or wife to sign the deed. B, a document in the series of records is forged. C, an unpaid city tax not shown in the policy. Or D, a zoning ordinance, regulation, or plan. Okay, answer is A, zoning ordinances, regulation, or plan. Meant to click that. Okay, which type of policy would cover everything? Alta policy. B, an all-inclusive title policy. C, an extended policy. Or D, no policy covers all risks. What do you guys think? Okay, the answer is D, nothing covers everything. That's one of those absolutes I talked to you guys about. Nothing covers everything. All right, guys, that's it for this morning. I got to get ready for my agent school webinar, which is in 25 minutes. And I hope you guys attend. We're going to talk about LinkedIn, something that you guys could get started before you pass your exam. All right, guys, it's something you want to set up. I talk a lot to you guys about starting your business before you pass. So a lot you could do. You just can't solicit business or make money, but you could start to establish your social network, your media outlets, and all the other different plans you have for your business. All right, so I'll post it. Just look up Agent School right there. Subscribe to that YouTube channel, and I'll see you there. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay, bye.